Somebody really special tonight. He's an amazing guest that came from United States, especially for us. His name is Eric Rozbalski. He's the youngest person to hit all the highest levels in the company. Okay, has helped thousands of people all around the world become financial free with this idea. He was featured in Success Magazine, as I told you before, in Hebrew, which was in every stand in every major bookstore across America. So please welcome Eric Rozbalski.
Shalom, Erev Tov. I'm learning. I'm the Eric. I'm going to do the rest in English, if that's okay. But yes, this is awesome. The first ever night, grand opening in a huge crowd. Unbelievable what is happening here in Israel. Before I tell my story, I want to tell you guys, I've been on 44 vacations in the last 3 years since I've seen what you're about to see tonight. And Israel is the most beautiful place I've ever been to. I will definitely be back. You can put a guarantee on that. So, like Lisa said, my name is Eric Rozbalski. I saw this idea 3 years ago in Minnesota, where I'm from in the States. Is there anybody that showed up tonight? I know I talked to a few of you, but that showed up tonight with no idea of what you were coming to? Okay, a few of you guys. That was me, just so you know. I got a call 3 years ago, and it went like this. Hey Eric, come meet me at this chiropractor's office in Woodbury, which is a suburb of Minneapolis, where I lived at the time. And the girl who called me was a friend of mine. Her name was Danielle Gross. Some of you guys have seen pictures of her. For the rest of you, when you meet her, she's like smoking hot, okay? So when she called me the first night, I didn't question it at all. I was just like, are you gonna be there? She's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I'm coming. So I ended up showing up to an event just like this, and I had no clue what I was coming to. I walked in, and there was somebody up on stage talking just like I am right now, and I listened to it, and I listened to it with an open mind. And let me tell you why. Where I grew up in Minnesota, there's only one industry in the small town where I'm from, and that's iron ore mining. And my dad still works at the same job he started when he was 17 years old. But I was lucky because I had an uncle, so we didn't have any money, but I had an uncle who was a multi-millionaire. And what he taught me is that your parents and most people growing up get taught to go to school, get good grades, and go get a good job, right? And when I was 19 years old, I had a conversation with my uncle who was a multi-millionaire. And he said, Eric, I want you to look around the world and ask yourself one important question. You were told, go to school, get good grades, and go get a good job. But how many wealthy employees do you see? See, every wealthy person I know owns some type of business and has some type of leverage, and they leverage employees' time. Yet we were all taught to go to school, get good grades, and go get a good job and work for somebody else's dream instead of our own. What my uncle taught me is that the average millionaire today makes money 7 different ways. They have multiple streams of income. Okay, so we're going to show you 2 things tonight. The first thing we're going to show you is how to travel the world at wholesale instead of retail. Okay, I have gone all over the world and given this presentation, and I've never once had somebody say, no Eric, I would rather just pay retail than pay wholesale. Never happens. Okay? The second thing we're going to show you is a way to add another stream of income in your life if you choose to. Do you guys know Donald Trump? Yeah. Billionaire, funny hair? Okay. Yeah. Donald Trump has 400 streams of income. We can have 2. Or 3 or 4, and we're going to show you how to add to what you're already doing. Again, I saw this 3 years ago. I liked it my first night. Within 3.5 hours of seeing this, I made $1,200. I've shared this idea with just over 100 people, and now I have an organization of over 11,000 people in all 50 states and 4 different countries. And it's an amazing concept, but for the new people that are here tonight, you need to know there is no place better in the world to be seeing this information than in Israel right now, because you have an opportunity to become part of the fastest growing team in the world. And in our business, you get paid based off an entire team, not just you. So with that, share my story a little bit. They wanted me to talk a little bit about what it's created. You guys can read Success Magazine. The company bought me a Porsche 8.5 months in part-time, 16 months in a part-time. They started giving residual income that was just under $500,000 a year coming in. So it's a real thing that you really want to take a good look at. And Lisa, you ready to come back up? Lisa, time to you. Ready? Okay. Tada World Ventures.